So at the close of the trading day today, AMC stock price closed around 442. Basically 25.93%, it jumped, but intraday we actually saw almost 30% around midday or mid-afternoon. That's crazy. So actually, what happened? So right before the opening bell today, the company sent a huge information via its CEO saying that they were able to raise enough cash in order to sustain the operations of the company throughout 2021. So basically, if we do take into account the 506 million here, plus the 100 million in other funds that were secured prior to today, basically the company was able to raise almost 900 millions. That's huge news, guys, because what was giving fears to the markets about this company is that there were bankruptcy rumors. As theaters are closed, as people can go out. I think I can't remember the last time I went to the movie. Do you? So that was the whole idea or the whole thing, behind the stock price trading around $2, like, back in December, just because, there were rumors that creditors were pressuring the company, to file for bankruptcy because they didn't quite had confidence that the company will be able to still be alive with theaters being closed, because they have to pay, bills, the rent on all these theaters, especially in malls. And then since nobody's going to theaters, there is no income. Nobody's buying tickets. So the company had a huge cash crunch. And now they're saying that all those fears are gone. Basically, don't bear AMC. They're back. Now, next thing or next question you guys might have, or many people might have, it's what do you do next as an investor or as a trader? Should you buy AMC since it's been skyrocketing, jumping like crazy for the last 5 trading days or even weeks? So should you buy the stock right now that is jumped to 452? And we can see that even after hours the company is still pushing towards maybe the 70%. So basically, there is still a lot of bullish sentiment on this stock, on this company, based on this huge news that came. And as I mentioned earlier, it's really because they've been able to secure the bankruptcy fears by raising the cash in order, the need in order to continue to sustain the operations. And I think with the vaccines ramping up, the vaccine campaign ramping up, and then with the season and the weather being kind of better as we jump into as we move from winter or cold season and kind of slowly and getting to warmer temperatures, there is a positive sentiment there that this thing will be behind us, and by this thing I mean COVID. So yes, my answer is absolutely. You can still buy the company, because if you look at other kind of consumer discretionary stocks or companies like CCL for the Caribbean or Royal Caribbean, they have kind of recovered a little bit, based on stimulus package news and also vaccine news. They have been able to not recover totally, but they are not as down as AMC is. So I think there is still a huge potential to come here as we get into those, as all those factors come in. And also keep in mind that today was kind of a flat day in the markets, especially in the US. The European markets were red, but in the US, even though we started kind of flat, we dipped pretty bad around maybe 11:30, and then kind of recovered a little bit to close at flat. So today wasn't, even though it was huge for the company itself, for the stock itself, for the markets, it wasn't that a big of a day. But tomorrow we'll have warnings, and then this week we'll have big warnings coming in. So the market might also keep dragging this share price up. And I definitely believe that it's still an absolute buy even at this point. Now, personally, I did have a position on AMC back in November, December. And then when the bankruptcy rumors came out, all my profits kind of fade away in a matter of seconds. So I got out not to cover my losses. I got a few $100 loss. And then I was kind of, wondering how the thing would clear out in order to jump back in. So I did jump back in today at a average price of 450. So we'll see how things goes from here. But again, don't go all in if you want to jump in. Kind of keep some power dry powder on the side, just in case it pulls back, because a stock cannot keep climbing at these proportions. So keep a little bit of caution on the table in case it pulls back, as you might, averaging down in order to be able to, profit from this uptrend. All right, guys, thank you. That's all I had for AMC stock update today.